So, around these parts lately, probably in parts where you live as well, police forces do tend to get a little bit of a bad rap these days. We wanted to jump in and show you how hard they truly work for you. So, let's start, shall we? Armed police swooped in on young men appearing to be shooting at each other outside of a pub in the UK. Officers with weapons descended onto the high street in Watford, with a police helicopter called in to assist as well. The men were seen outside the Moon Under the Water pub with their hands in the air as police surrounded them. One of the men was in handcuffs, while two white plastic guns were seen on the floor. Indeed, these young men were seen shooting each other with water pistols around the town center, and somebody called it in, and the police swarmed the place, fully armed, guns blazing. So
that's about as tough as it gets around Watford.
I can't believe a name like that, anything happens except, an elderly woman dropped a crumpet or something, right? The person who filmed the arrest can be heard asking in the video that's around social media right now, all of this for little toy guns, right? It's unbelievable. There was some reaction on social media. One person said, and if they turned out to be real, you'd all be moaning and wondering why they didn't take action. But in the pictures, they're clearly water guns. It's just stupid. Right. Another person said, I feel sorry for the police having to put up with such an entitled nation. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's a pretty good comment. And that's not just against the UK here, because that would be us as well. Another claimed it's a criminal offense of a fray to cause reasonable people to fear for their safety. What did you think they had, like Star Trek laser guns? It's just ridiculous. Another put, good effort by the police. Nice one. And it goes on because basically it's kind of silly to have a police helicopter and armed officers take down 22-year-olds with squirt guns?
Yeah, but I wonder how it was reported to the police when they called it in.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that. I can only imagine oh my gosh, I'm surprised the police didn't go, are you sure they're not shooting a movie? Now
there's a very particular thing guns do. I know a certain amount about guns, but there's a certain thing that happens when you fire a gun, as opposed to a water pistol. Is they normally go bang.
Yeah, I mean, come on, seriously, it's really silly, but not to be outdone, the Irish police are on the case because they were sent to stop a bus after a passenger refused to put away a packet of cheese and onion crisps.
Oh, evil.
A woman on board the bus in Galway put a call to the cops to complain about the smell of crisps. Yeah, she was reportedly furious that another passenger was eating a snack on the bus and refused to put them away. The passenger then bizarrely rang the cops before the call taker directed two members of the force to go to investigate. But in this case, at least somebody had an ounce of common sense. The cops refused. They said, this isn't a criminal matter. Why would we go there? So at least somebody has an ounce of common sense. Yeah.
Take him to court.
Yeah. So if you are concerned about your local police force and you want to make sure that they have an ounce of common sense, maybe you should think of moving to Ireland, because clearly they do.
Yeah. No smelly farts in a built-up area.
Oh, man. How could you be that person that calls the cops because somebody's eating potato chips, crisps? Come on, seriously?
Yeah, well, people do call the police for some very, very unusual reasons. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
So where are you going with your story here today, Doug?
Well, we got another police story here in what local police are calling a strange encounter on patrol when a pet raccoon named Chewy was discovered sitting in the driver's seat of a car with a meth pipe in his mouth.
Hold on, let me scroll that. Shoot.
Hey, Sergeant Buckchuck is one of your friends, is he? Yeah. The bizarre incident happened on Monday when Springfield Township Police Officer Austin Branham initiated a traffic stop on South Arlington Road, not the UK, what road it was. The vehicle's registered owner, 55-year-old Victoria Vidal, had an active warrant and a suspended license. Police say Vidal was detained without incident, but things took an unexpected turn when the officer returned to the car. Chewy, the raccoon, was observed sitting in the driver's seat with a glass methamphetamine pipe in his mouth. Further investigation.
Wasn't mine, officer. The raccoon has a real problem. It's just...
and he's sitting in the driving seat. Oh, he's in shit. Further investigation led to the discovery of a bulk quantity of methamphetamine, crack cocaine, and 3 used meth pipes in the vehicle. There's probably a whole bunch of raccoons back there. Despite the
That's
scene,
how he catches them, right? It's bait.
Despite the scene, authorities confirmed that Chewy is not a wild raccoon, but a registered exotic pet, and Vidal had the proper documentation to own him. Vidal now faces charges including F3, possession of drugs, 3 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving under suspension. She was later transferred to somewhere, I can't read, on the outstanding warrant, where additional crack cocaine charges and pending lab analysis. With our officers are trained, to expect the unexpected. Finding a raccoon holding a meth pipe is a first. Authorities emphasize that Chewy was unharmed and is now in care of the proper agencies while he's detoxing and trying to get habit.
Just gonna say that poor raccoon's got 3 months of hell coming at him detoxing from that.
I mean, why didn't he get charged?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, this is an important lesson for you people out there, because you've got to watch the addictions that your pets might incur while outside playing with other pets.
This is going to be another Trump thing, isn't it? He's going to start blaming the pets now.
They're cracking out the dogs. They're cracking out the raccoons. If you're new here, click like, share, and subscribe on your way out, because it does help the channel out.
And if you're a raccoon trying to kick the habit and trying to come clean, leave a nice comment in the comment section and tell us your story.
And give us the number of your source.